Hey guys, how we doing? Back with another video from Geekdom 101. I think this is rather interesting. We have Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Super Saiyan Vegito, and I straight away am just like, surely Super Saiyan 4 is stronger than Vegito, like quite a bit when you look at all the stuff that he did in GT, but I might be proven wrong in here, or I might be correct, I don't know. Let's see what Geekdom has to say on it, shall we? Ooh, hello. That's cool.
So the GT Perfect files state that Vegito from Dragon Ball Z is close to being equivalent to Super Saiyan 4 Goku from GT. However, when you really examine Dragon Ball GT and take a look back at Dragon Ball Z with a closer eye, you might find out that the power difference is higher than you really thought. So we're going to talk about that here on this video, and joining me to discuss this, it's Chuck.
Hey, what is popping, guys? Glad to be here.
Class.
We're going to be discussing Super Vegito from Dragon Ball Z, Super Saiyan Vegito from Dragon Ball Z, in comparison to Super Saiyan 4 Goku from GT. So just clarifying, this is not Vegito Blue or anything.
Right, yeah.
This is just what we see in the original animes.
That's what I was going to say. I was fine, like,
Chuck,
how?
Man,
I don't think they're close.
Some stunning evidence that Super Saiyan 4 Goku may exceed Vegito.
Yeah, like, and I had to go through that misfortune of watching a lot of GT, and okay, look, it isn't that bad, but
it's awful. Sure.
And there's actually a lot of complex scaling as well, because for starters, Goku at the very start of the arc was training with Oob, who is basically Kid Buu reincarnated. Obviously, we know this, and essentially Goku is able to fight against someone who is Kid Buu level just in base.
Right.
Okay, this is just a start of the series too.
Now wait, do we know for certain that by that time
Oob
has
that strong
potential to be Kid Buu? That wasn't really stated outwardly, it's just an assumption, right?
Generally, Oob is supposed to be Kid Buu reincarnated, so...
Right.
Yeah.
But he had to train to become strong.
Yeah. So it wouldn't make sense if he was weaker.
No, it wouldn't either, because I feel like that could be a topic for debate from other people, but I feel like with it being 5 years later, because GT's 5 years later...
Yeah, there's some time there to train, isn't there, and get strong.
That should be more than enough time for them to unlock Oob's potential.
Yeah.
So very early on in the series, Goku faces off against Zerildo, who he literally says, wow, it's actually greater than Buu's. Now, we don't know which Buu they're talking about. They never tell us anything, so it's really vague. Whether it's Fat Buu or Kid Buu, it would imply that Goku is able to face off against someone who is easily Super Saiyan 3 level, if not higher. And if he is talking about Buuhan, it essentially gives you the sense that, wow, Goku's dealing with some incredible, powerful characters that are, really right up there. And we know this because Buuhan was actually comparable, or you could say at least relative to base Vegito. He even says, that he was toying with him. Obviously, he got bodied by Super Vegito, who was more powerful than him. It even says in the guides that his power didn't even approximate Vegito's. So if Rildo is more powerful than Buuhan at this point, who is already, comparable or relative to base Vegito, it would essentially give you the sense that Goku is already immensely powerful in just base.
His base, yeah.
Then this Rildo gets like 2 power-ups additionally, and Goku is still holding his own against him in just Super Saiyan. Start of the series, even before all the power-ups he gets later on in the series. So you can already see that the Buu saga is already not really much at this point in time.
Damn.
Right.
Damn.
And even if you don't use Buuhan, even if you use Kid Buu, let's say it's Goku's fight with Kid Buu they're referencing as far as how strong Rildo is, it's one of those things where it's base Goku fighting Rildo. Obviously, it would have to be Kid Buu, because I don't think Goku would remember Fat Buu's power compared to Kid Buu, because Kid Buu was a more memorable fight, and because Kid Buu was stronger. It just tells you that Kid Buu was stronger. Obviously, Kid Buu is more powerful than Majin Buu, so the one that Goku may have been talking about is Kid Buu, and if it is that Kid Buu, it's still impressive, because like I said, this is base Goku in his kid body. Base Kid Goku 5 years after the end of Z, which is 15 years after the fight with Kid Buu. How much training did Goku do during that time skip, even before the Dragon Ball Super retcons? Like, if you forget that Super's in those 10 years, right? Just forget all that Super stuff, just with the old Z.
Just for this.
15 years of Goku training, and his base is that strong? His base in GT might be astronomically stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku in Z.
Then we get even more absurd power climbing when Goku faces off against Baby, who even as a Super Saiyan, as it is referenced in the GT Perfect files, that base, quote-unquote, Baby Vegeta with the silver hair is actually a Super Saiyan, and even then he was able to hold his own against Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And there's actually a misconception that people think that Goku got weaker because he was turned into a
kid, yeah.
but it is actually referenced in the guise that he has the same strength, he just has less stamina because obviously he's a kid again.
Right.
Plus, again, people forget, this is 15 years after
Keep
the
pushing
fight
that
with Kid
point,
Buu,
Geekdom.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you could even make an argument with the way Goku's growth is in Dragon Ball. I'm on a power scale right now, right? The way Goku's growth is in Dragon Ball, you can make an argument that 5 years or even 7 years into that 10-year gap, Goku got astronomically stronger with or without Dragon Ball Super scaling. So, come on, bro. This is like a significant difference here, I feel.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense if he got any weaker. And once again, with Baby is when we get a really interesting statement, because when he turns into a Super Saiyan 2 or Strongest Form 1, he says that he has the greatest Saiyan power ever. And Goku's even like, wow, like I've never felt a ki as awesome as this. Awesome, obviously meaning powerful.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, bro, this is awesome.
That Baby has Vegeta's memories, obviously. And like when he turned into a Great Ape, that's actually how he was like, hey, like I have a tail, like I should be able to do this.
Baby has Vegeta's memories, including possibly those of him being Vegito.
Yeah, so he knows about Vegito. Goku was obviously was a part of Vegito, duh. So he's like, wow, like this guy's actually really strong. So this would mean that Baby Vegeta as a Super Saiyan 2 is, you know, at least
stronger,
relative, if not more powerful than Super Vegito. Obviously, Super Vegito was suppressed, so he wasn't at full power. But regardless, he should at least be within that realm of power if Goku was like, yeah, this guy is actually really strong.
Yeah, I mean, it's the statements plus the natural order of things, I feel, right? That being said, did you want to go and talk about the Super 17 arc? Because if we're going to move forward with this, he got even stronger even after the Baby arc.
So as the months go by, once we get to the Super 17 arc is when we see that Goku actually gets a lot more powerful, because in the Baby Saga, Super Saiyan 3 Goku couldn't even do anything against Super Saiyan Baby Vegeta. But then once Majub came around, he was actually swapping hands with Strongest Form 2, or Super Baby 2, which is said to resemble Super Saiyan 3, and it would make sense that it technically would be Super Saiyan 3 because the other forms are Super Saiyan 1 and 2.
So it's the next one up. Yeah.
So basically, Majub was getting bodied by Super 17, who obviously got more powerful through training. He even says that he was training as well. The other characters also got bodied. And Goku, as a Super Saiyan 1, or Mastered Super Saiyan, is actually able to make Super 17 struggle a bit more and actually puts up more of a fight against him. So what does this mean? That Super Saiyan Goku at this point is at least more powerful than Majub, who is more powerful than Goku's Super Saiyan 3 level of power in the Baby Saga. So, you know, going through the Super Saiyan multipliers, this would mean that Goku at least got 8 times stronger, or, you know, just to make it simple, 10 times more powerful
take that, man.
than he was in the previous arc.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where people are going to stick an argument and say that, well, we never saw max power Super Vegito and Z, which is true. I mean, so theoretically speaking, if we're talking about, let's say, Super Saiyan 3 Vegito, let's say Vegito and Z, okay, could do Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 4 Goku would still stomp him.
Yeah.
So when you go into the scope of things, and although like I did do a video on this like a long time ago regarding the Super Saiyan 4 multiplier, if you guys can check that out if you want, I go a lot more in depth on that, and if I do it here, it'll basically make the video a lot longer than it should be. But essentially, you can have the range at least at 40,000 times base, and this is more so because we know that, you know, the baby forms are Super Saiyan transformations essentially, or they resemble it at least.
Oh man, Super Saiyan 4 looks so cool.
Essentially, Goku would get like a massive increase from this Super Saiyan 4 state, and then he actually gets an even greater boost with the Dragon Fist, actually at least a 10 times multiplier on his combat power, because he was able to punch through Omega Shenron, who was stated in the guide and in the series to be 10 times more powerful, maybe even more. So if Goku is able to penetrate this fool, additionally, to get an even greater idea that the Buu Saga really is nothing to GT anymore, Team Goten was actually able to hold his own against Team Baby, who he stated as being more powerful than anyone he's ever fought. This would include Super Buu. So once again, even like these, you know, much weaker opponents than the ones that Goku faced off later on are already rivaling, if not surpassing, Buu Saga levels of power.
So with that being said, if you actually analyze the development of the characters in Dragon Ball Z, even Super Vegito, Super Saiyan 3, or even Max Power, still,
nowhere near
even
full.
based on Baby Arc alone, before we even get to the latter parts of GT, would get stomped by Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Well,
and even if you downplay it, even if you scale it back a little bit...
Before going into this, I was just kind of like, Super Saiyan 4 is way stronger than that, man.
Still win overall.
And to add on to this, although the guy does say perhaps more powerful than a Super Saiyan 4, that perhaps is basically, sitting on the fence. There's no absolute that he is more powerful, that he's weaker. But going through the narrative and the scaling in the series, I mean, even very early on, Rildo is, at least more powerful than many forms of Buu, who, as I mentioned previously, even Buuhan was at least comparable, or at least relative to base Vegito. And just even then, Goku got a lot of increases, at least 100 times more powerful from arc to arc, and then 10 times more powerful with a Dragon Fist, with the massive multiplier of Super Saiyan 4, and with the other statements regarding Baby. You can kind of see that there's a lot of consistency going that, yeah, Vegito and Buuhan are really nothing in GT.
Thanks again, Chuck. Yeah. Everybody check out Chuck's channel and leave your comments down below. How much stronger do you think GT Goku Super Saiyan 4 is compared to Z Vegito?
It's a lot.
And if you disagree, well, I don't know how you can, but hey, maybe there's some weird explanation. Who knows?
Be nice.
Anyways, thank you again, man. And check out Chuck's channel, and we'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Class. Yeah. There we go. I love it. It wasn't one of those stupid videos where I'm like, oh, well, I wonder, and then I'm like, oh, completely wrong. Super Saiyan 4, Goku's just so strong, man. Like, all the stuff that he has, and all the people that he had to fight in GT. As much as I don't like GT. All the characters in GT were so much stronger than in Z, so, yeah, that was a good video, that was a really good explanation, and I like that Chuck was in there. I didn't realise he had Chuck in on that. That's cool. I like it when there's two people with discussion of that. But, cool. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys next time.